Hello, fans. It is your boy, Alyx Man, up here live on YouTube for my Survivor Series 2017 review. You'll have to excuse me for not coming up here earlier. I could have easily started this broadcast at 10 instead of 10:15, which is when it started. But after that main event, I needed a minute. I needed at least the 15 minutes that was given to take in the bull crap that I saw. Spoiler alert, I did not like the main event. No, it will not affect the overall grade of the show. I'm going to give you a fair, honest critique of the show. I'm going to take it as one of those things where subjectively I might not have liked it, and for good reason I didn't like it. I'm going to give you all of my thoughts on that main event and the rest of the show. But that main event is going to get a lot of talk. But I am here. Your boy, the Alyx Man, is here to give you a as fair and objective as I can make it. There are going to be some subjective viewpoints here, and that's just what happens. That comes with the territory. And if that's a problem for you, hey, man, there are other people here on YouTube who do reviews better than me. Do yourself a favor and go watch them. But I'm going to give you my thoughts. I'm going to tell you how I felt about the show, and I'm not going to hide anything. I'm pretty sure I'm going to say some things that people don't agree with, and that's fine. Because me as a wrestling fan, I have the right to have my own views and my own thoughts and like certain things that people don't like and not like certain things that people like. And I think what makes my fan base great is that you guys understand that. You're accepting of the fact that we're going to have a difference of opinion, but we're all still wrestling fans. I just kind of feel like what I'm about to say when it comes to Survivor Series, it's not going to make people happy, and I'm fine with that. Because I see a lot of people say this was a good show. I'll put it to you like this. Earlier this week, actually earlier today, I was really looking forward to the show. As a matter of fact, I was looking for tickets. When the card was announced, when it was finalized this past Tuesday, I went out of my way to look for tickets. I seriously scrounged all kinds of websites. I called the Toyota Center, the box office, to see if there were any tickets available, and to no surprise, they were all out. And so I was kicking myself. I was just upset that, man, I should have bought a ticket. When they came out, I should have bought a ticket and I should have went. By the end of the show, I feel like saving my money on NXT and not buying a ticket was the right decision. By the end of it, I do feel like, yeah, and check this out, the tickets that were available before they sold out cost $200 to $300. So it was worth saving the $200, $300 to not go. With that said, though, I can't say this entire card sucked. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that everything about this show was absolute garbage. It wasn't. There were a couple of good things. There was an awesome match between AJ Styles and Brock Lesnar. And I think most of you, and I expect most of you, had to have known that was going to be an awesome match. I just kind of feel like, despite the good things about this show, there are some glaring issues that I just don't think WWE cares about, or they see and choose to do nothing about because they feel like we're going to watch anyways. And it just really just takes my expectations of WWE, and it just continues to crush them. Anytime I get the feeling that they finally figured it out, they do something to make me go, oh, crap. But before I get into the details, before I talk about the show, let's take a minute to first off, subscribe and like the video if this is the first time you're watching me. As always, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. If you like to improve the quality of the channel, you can help by donating to my Patreon or my PayPal. Or if you would like to just watch, that's absolutely fine. Either way is improving the brand of your boy, the Lex Man, as well as buying a t-shirt right now at Pro Wrestling Tees. Thank you guys for watching. Let's go ahead and get into this this interesting show. That's the best way I can describe it. It was interesting. The pre-show, I only watched the last hour of the pre-show, so I did catch the matches. Well, the last two. I didn't see Elias Sampson and Matt Hardy. I did hear that Elias Sampson won. Whatever. Enzo Amore did retain his Cruiserweight Championship against Kalisto. I did see that horrible botched entrance from Kalisto. You know how he runs down the ramp and then does like a trampoline jump into the ring? Well, Kalisto was running and then he hops on the trampoline. He goes to jump over the ropes but didn't get enough air, and so he lands right on top of the ropes. It was so bad. I busted out laughing. I feel so bad for, yeah, I do feel bad for Kalisto. He can't catch a break. He cuts horrible promos. He's always botching his moves, and now he's botching his entrances. Sin Cara might have to go ahead and just take a break now, because people are going to be saying, what was the saying with Sin Cara? God damn it, Sin Cara, or something like that. Whatever the saying was with Sin Cara, they're going to replace Sin Cara with Kalisto now because he keeps botching stuff. It's horrible. Man, that intro was hilarious, though. It was hilarious. What was the other match? It was a tag match. Oh, it was Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Breezango. That was announced literally yesterday. Okay. No, it was announced today. Yeah, they announced that today. Regardless, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens beat Breezango or the Fashion Police on the pre-show, but then complained about not being on the card and how they're going to make Shane McMahon pay, which they sort of do. But yeah, that was the pre-show. Not much happened with that. Then we get to the main card. We open up hot. The New Day took on The Shield. Really good promo from The New Day to open up the show. The match itself, I thought it was really good. I thought all 6 men went out there and they had a really fun, non-stop, fast-paced, action-packed match. I thought it was a good match. I can't really find an issue with the match overall. I love the fact that fans basically gave Roman Reigns a hard time. And Houston, I love you for doing this. Anytime Roman Reigns got into the ring, they chanted, "You still suck." They saw through the facade. The Shield ain't working no more. We thought that the Shield was like a nice coated paint to make Roman Reigns seem like he's a main event player. No, fans aren't being fooled. And I'm telling you right now, when the Shield does break up, they're going to go back to booing him permanently. I don't know how long the Shield is going to be together. They might keep them together up to WrestleMania. I don't know what they're going to do, but it's not going to work. If you think the Shield is going to get fans to cheer on Roman Reigns long term, it's not. It's only momentarily because people like the Shield, not Roman Reigns. The Shield is great. I like the Shield, and I like watching the Shield. But Roman Reigns by himself, so the match was good. The Shield winning was predictable. We all saw that coming. Why would they lose? This is their return pay-per-view. You wouldn't expect them to lose. Now, I predicted them to lose because I predicted a Dean Ambrose heel turn, which is still going to happen down the road. It has to happen down the road. It just didn't happen here at Survivor Series. Roman Reigns. Oh, I love how it ended, too. I love that they did a triple powerbomb off the top rope on Kofi Kingston. That was sick. That was some really sick stuff. I'm trying to think of like stuff I can talk about when it comes to the match. I really can't pick out a particular spot in the match that I thought was great. I just enjoyed myself. I just liked the match. I thought all 6 men worked a really good contest. Crowd was hot, and we're off to a good start for Survivor Series. And then we get to the second match, which is this 5-on-5 women's match. Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. On Team Raw, we have Alicia Fox, Team Alicia, which is Alicia Fox, AJ Styles. I was actually gonna say AJ Lee, but then my mind went to AJ Styles. I don't know why I would go to AJ Styles. Alicia Fox, Nia Jax, Asuka, Sasha Banks, and Bayley. They took on Team Becky Lynch, Naomi, Carmella, Tamina, and Natalya. Yeah, the fifth person was not Paige. It was Natalya. I don't get it either. Whatever. Yeah, this match was not good. It was not good. Not nearly as good as the Shield versus New Day match. But it wasn't as bad as the men's match. I'll put it to you that way. I'll talk about the good things first. I liked what they did with Tamina and Nia Jax. I like the heritage confrontation there. That was pretty cool. Both of them were Samoan, and Houston knew it. And I really appreciate that Houston respected their heritage and got behind that. That was cool. I thought Bayley was really good in terms of her aggression. I like seeing that side of Bayley. She got eliminated really quickly. But when Bayley was in there, it was good. And I like that Asuka was the sole survivor. I thought Asuka being the sole survivor for her team was the best decision. She is Asuka. She is a dominant female wrestler, the monster of the division, and rightfully so. She should have won the match for her team. So those are some good things I like. The bad things. Nia Jax being counted out. I'm getting kind of sick of WWE half-assing Nia Jax's push. Look, if she's going to be a monster, make her a monster. Okay, you brought Nia Jax in to be a dominant big man, big woman. How about that? But a big muscle for the division. And I'm cool with that, but make her a big muscle. I'm kind of sick of Nia Jax being presented as a big deal, but she doesn't come across as one. She never wins big matches. She loses a lot more than she wins, which is kind of frustrating. I don't know what WWE wants to do with her, because Nia Jax doesn't feel like a big deal to me. She feels like everybody else, and she shouldn't be like everybody else. And I wonder if this has anything to do with her leaving. And I hear reports that she didn't walk out because she was frustrated, she was hurt, or she was, taking a break to rest her injuries and stuff like that. I don't know. I still kind of believe that break in some ways had something to do with her booking. And I kind of feel like, yeah, she was counted out. She didn't get pinned, whatever. But I still feel like, oh my God, can we make up our mind how we want to book this woman? Is she a monster or is she not a monster? If she's going to lose, we got to do something. Becky Lynch being pinned within the first 3 minutes, I don't like at all. That was BS. Honestly, it should have gone to Alicia Fox, because Alicia Fox was the joke in the match. I'm sorry. Look, Alicia Fox, I am never really going to be a big fan of. I never was. I don't think I ever will be. If you think she's cute, all power to you. I don't think she's attractive at all. That's just my personal opinion. If someone was going to be eliminated, why not Alicia Fox? That would have made a lot more sense. Why did Becky Lynch have to be eliminated first? That was weird. And then Bayley was second. What are we doing? Like, the whole point of having these wrestlers on TV is to, in some way, shape, or form, despite them losing or winning, make them feel important, make them feel like fans should care about them. By the way you eliminated Becky and Bayley, and then Nia, I really feel like they don't mean anything to the roster. Now, the worst part of this match was the sequence between Naomi and Alicia Fox, which was horrible. Naomi's in the ring. Alicia Fox gets tagged in. I think... Yeah, Naomi was going for a roll-up. It was a sunset flip roll-up. She rolls Alicia Fox down. Referee's counting 1, 2. Then he hits 3, and Alicia Fox kicks out, and then Naomi was supposed to... I think Naomi was supposed to either break the pin, or at least she was supposed to break the pin, and then she was going to hook in her submission. Well, he hits 3, and then Naomi puts in the submission hold. And then the referee's like, he breaks up and goes, "You're eliminated. Go, go, go." It was one of the most horrible botch spots I've seen in a long time. And it was one of those things where I went, this is why we can't have people like Alicia Fox in these matches. I'm sorry. As you can tell, I'm not a big fan of Alicia Fox. I'm not. But that was horrible. That was bad. It was sloppy. It not only took you out of the match and made you go, "Oh wait, okay, this is scripted. This is wrestling." Remember, the whole point of a wrestling match is supposed to get you invested in the story, to make you forget that you're watching a TV show, and you're actually watching a real fight. That was one of those moments where I just got taken out of it, and I went, "Oh, that's horrible." Yeah, the match was okay. I think for the most part, it didn't end up being something horrible or like harmful to the show, but it wasn't. It's not a match I would go back and watch again. I'm happy that Asuka was the sole survivor, but that's it. I'm not gonna go back and watch that match. That's all I'm gonna say. Just like I'm not gonna watch this next match ever again. The United States champion took on the Intercontinental champion, Baron Corbin versus The Miz. So is this match the worst match of the night? No, it's not. Because I predicted this would be the worst match of the night. It wasn't. Nope, it actually is kind of in the middle. It's not the best, not the worst. It's just a match. It was an average match that you would see on Raw or SmackDown. That's it. That's all it was. There was no heat. There was no real babyface for this match, so the crowd was kind of dead for it. Yeah, the crowd got behind The Miz at first. They got behind The Miz, but as time went by, they just kind of sat on their hands because who should they cheer for? And then The Miz started running away from Baron Corbin, and then The Miz Taraj got involved. And then next thing you know, Baron Corbin starts coming across as the babyface, and you're just kind of like, I don't get this match. I don't get it either. And Baron Corbin beats The Miz, which should be a big freaking deal because Miz is a former world champion, which was never mentioned. Never mentioned. He's a multiple-time Intercontinental champion, and I guess that's something to brag about, but he's a former world champion. Baron Corbin beat him clean. It was never mentioned. Never. And I'm kind of sitting here going, you have an opportunity right here at this moment to make Baron Corbin feel like a big deal, more than he is. But you can't even take the 5 seconds to mention the fact that he beats a former world champion. And it's stuff like that where I look at commentary. Oh, hold up for 1 minute. Pause. Pump the brakes. Let me talk about commentary tonight. Oh my God. It was horrible. I cannot sit through another 5-man commentary team on WWE TV. No more. That was so bad. Booker T especially was off his game. And the other 4 men, Cole, Saxton, Corey Graves, and I think it was Tom Phillips. Yeah, it was Tom Phillips. There were points. I'm trying to get the words together. There were points throughout the show where Booker T said something that was so off base that at least they all at one point just looked at Booker T and went, "What the hell are you talking about?" And they're just like, "Hey, Booker, come on now. What are you talking about, buddy? You're not making any sense at all." And they're making fun of him. And I don't know what's going on with Booker T. Booker T needs to be taken off commentary. He needs to be taken off commentary, and he needs to be done. He needs to be done with it. Like, no more. I love you, Booker. You're a legend in my heart. Top 50 greats of all time. Absolutely. But you need to get off of commentary. You need to get off of that commentary desk. Put someone else on commentary. I don't care who you put on there. If you want to bring back Jerry the King Lawler and put him with Michael Cole and Corey Graves, I don't care. If you want to move Byron Saxton back to Raw, I don't care. Get him off of the commentary desk. Something is up with Booker T as a commentator, and I don't like it. I didn't like commentary, period. It was a mess. It got so bad that there was a point where I had to mute it. I had to mute the commentary on my TV set and just watch it like there was no commentary. And I ended up enjoying the show a lot more that way because commentary was horrible. It was horrible. And I love Booker. But your commentary's bad, man. It's horrible. And by the way, those of you in the live chat, please let me know if I get a super chat. I haven't been looking at all. Looks like I haven't gotten one yet. I think we're good. But yeah, man, commentary was bad. And they missed so many opportunities to put over these talents. They never do it. And it's commentary desks like this that make me appreciate the days when we do get good commentary. Or like when we do have it on NXT TakeOver. I went back and rewatched NXT TakeOver War Games with Mauro Ranallo and Percy Watson and Nigel McGuinness. They do such an excellent job of making everybody on that show feel special that it's no wonder. It's no wonder SmackDown was kicking Raw's ass last year. When you had good commentary with Mauro Ranallo, come on now. Good commentary does help. It does help. It does make or break a show. And bad commentary tonight, I think, took away from it for me. Yeah, that was okay. Average match. Corbin wins. He beats a former world champion, which should be a big deal, but it's not because nobody cares. Next match was the Battle of the Tag Team Champions. We had the Usos versus The Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus. The Usos are really growing on me. Their promos are lit. I'm really digging their promos. Welcome to the Uso Penitentiary. I love it. They have such good chemistry and such good timing with each other. It just feels so natural and it's awesome. I love it. I love their quirks. I love how they play off of each other and stuff like that. I just love their promos. It's just good stuff. And the match was good. I thought the match overall was very solid. I kind of knew and expected that they were going to have a solid match. Again, like the Shield and New Day match, there isn't a particular spot in the match that I was just like, oh my God, amazing. I can't really talk about a particular spot. I just enjoyed it. Very enjoyable match. Nothing else to say about it. The Usos win. Now, at this time, Raw is keeping score of the points. They're keeping score which brand has victories over the other. And it's 2-2. We're even. And you kind of have to wonder, okay, we're keeping score. When the other brand or when one brand wins, what happens? Seriously, I'm still kind of sitting here going, all right, so this brand wins. Now what? That was never answered to me. This brand won. So what? What do they get? You get bragging rights, brother. You're the A show, brother. That's it. No trophy. I don't get the main event spot. We don't earn the last 5 spots in the Royal Rumble. We don't get nothing out of this. It's just you win. What do I win? Nothing. Okay. Why even keep track? Who cares, right? Whatever. The next match was Charlotte Flair versus Alexa Bliss, Battle of the Women's Champions. This match, I'll be honest with you, it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. I'm starting to think Alexa Bliss isn't as good inside the ring as I thought she is. I'm seeing a very consistent pattern with her matches. Her promos and her feuds and her ability to create a story and, be a good character, that stuff is good. Like, as a character, as a talent in terms of playing her role, she's great. The moment she steps inside the ropes, yeah, she's. I'm starting to think she's not that good. I didn't really think about it all that much. I've always thought, maybe she's just trying to learn. Maybe she'll actually grow into it. Maybe she'll get better inside the ring. I'm starting to think she isn't going to get better. I don't see a lot happening with Alexa Bliss. And see, You gotta understand this, guys. People like Trish Stratus and Lita, when they first came in, they weren't great. Like, when they first got in the ring, they sucked. Trish Stratus especially was horrible when she first got in the ring. But over time, she gradually got better, and she got better, and she got better, and she got better. And so I was thinking, okay, that's gonna be what Alexa Bliss does. So when she first started wrestling in like 2014, 2015-ish, she wasn't all that good, but I was like, you know what? She'll get better over time. She'll get better. She's not getting better. She's not getting better. She's actually kind of stagnating, and I'm getting kind of worried that she never will get better. I was, and someone in the, wait, we have a super chat? Did I miss it? Who's a super chat? Oh, we do have a super chat. Thank you. But yeah, man, I just kind of feel like when it comes to Alexa Bliss, it's starting to come across as if she really won't be all that good inside the ring. But let me read the super chat. This is from BW Rosa or Rojas. Is it Rojas or Rosa? I'm gonna go with Rosa. BW Rosa. Tonight, they set Asuka up for Alexa with one winning and the other losing. And they set Braun Strowman versus Triple H and teased a Daniel Bryan heel turn. Yeah, they did set up Asuka and Alexa Bliss. I can see them setting up Strowman and Triple H for maybe Royal Rumble, perhaps. I don't see them setting up a Bryan heel turn. I don't see where that can actually fit in with anything. But we'll see what happens with that. Oh shoot, I have a lot of people saying super chat. Thank you for reminding me, guys. I appreciate that. But yeah, Alexa Bliss. I'm not gonna sit here and say she's bad in terms of a talent, but in terms of a wrestler, she needs some work. She's not growing as well as I was hoping she would. She needs to change up her style just a little bit, because what's happening here, and like I saw in this match with Charlotte, it's her opponents trying to make her look good when it should go both ways. It should go both ways. Each wrestler, each talent should make the other look good, and I kind of feel like Charlotte was trying to make her look good, and I don't know if it came across all that well. It didn't to me. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great either. It was just there. It was just a there match. And Charlotte won. She ends up beating Alexa Bliss. So there you go. Charlotte is the superior women's champion, I guess. Let's move on then. I think the next match is the match of the night. Yep. Next match is the match of the night, and probably should have been the main event, as in the last match on the show, because nothing topped it. It is Battle of the WWE Champions, World Champions. AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar. This match, and I honestly believe this. This match was an indication of why Brock Lesnar needs to wrestle smaller wrestlers from now on. He really should. His matches with smaller wrestlers are so much better than his matches with Strowman and Joe and Reigns and all of them. Not saying that those matches suck or they were terrible, but seriously, look at Brock Lesnar's history. Look at all his best matches. His best matches were with people like Kurt Angle, with people like CM Punk, with people like AJ Styles. This was an amazing match. This was the blueprint underdog versus monster, David versus Goliath match. The perfect representation of that. And this is what I was talking about when I was referencing both wrestlers making each other look good. Unlike Charlotte and Alexa, where Charlotte was trying to make Alexa look good and Alexa wasn't really making Charlotte look good all that much. I kind of feel like AJ and Lesnar made each other look really, really, really good. Everybody was getting worried. I can tell from the get-go. When Lesnar was suplexing AJ Styles left and right, everybody was thinking, this is a squash match. I hate this match. It's a squash match. It's a squash match. See, the next man says, I didn't like this match. I hate this match. Y'all were already bitching. I know you were already complaining in the first 5 minutes. And I had to tell some people on Twitter, guys, wait, it's only been 5 minutes. Let the match tell its story. Let the match tell its story. And then after AJ, who's doing an awesome job selling everything. He is selling Brock Lesnar like death. And Brock Lesnar, you can tell Lesnar was into it. You can tell Lesnar was like, yeah, I am whooping his this is probably Lesnar's best match. No, wait, I take that back. This is his best singles match. His best match is still that Fatal 4-Way at SummerSlam. That was a fantastic match. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, so that's one big man match that worked. But to me, this is Lesnar's best singles match. Oh, absolutely. This is his best singles match since CM Punk. CM Punk with him and CM Punk at SummerSlam 2013, that's still his best match, period. This is his second best. This might be his second best match. I'm still trying to think if I'll have to go back and watch his other matches when he returned. I think this might have been his second best match since his return. I had to go back and watch his other matches, but it was an amazing match. It got really good when AJ started to fight back. And I loved when AJ started to fight back, the crowd got behind AJ. They naturally gravitated towards AJ. He didn't have to, do all this. Come on, cheer for me. He didn't need the commentary playing him up. No. The story that they were naturally telling with the selling, with Brock Lesnar selling for AJ, making him look good, making him feel like he can beat him, and AJ getting more offense. The spots where he hooked in the calf crusher, he hit the flying forearm, the phenomenal elbow, whatever they want to call it. Tried to do the Styles Clash. He kept countering the F5. He kept countering Lesnar. All of it just made you even more invested. It just got you immersed. And then you just forget. You forget that this is a scripted show. You forget that, oh my God, this is entertainment. And you're thinking, oh my God, this is wrestling. AJ Styles could actually beat Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was awesome. The only thing that I didn't like, and I wasn't supposed to like it. I know I wasn't supposed to like it. And it was going to happen anyways, because I know what it's building up to. The only thing that I didn't like was that it took one F5 to beat AJ Styles. They're doing that on purpose. They're going to have everybody lose to one F5. Strowman, Samoa Joe, AJ. They're going to have everybody lose to it. So when he does it to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania and Roman Reigns kicks out, it's a big deal. Other than that, I thought this was an amazing match. I am so happy that they did this match over freaking Jinder Mahal and Brock Lesnar. Imagine if we would have got Jinder Mahal and Brock freaking Lesnar. Get the hell out of here with that, man. There is no way in hell that match was going to be any good. And if that match would have happened, oh my God. Oh my God. This pay-per-view would probably be one of the worst shows of the year. So, okay. I'm trying to save up time because I know I'm going to go on a rant for this main event. But let me just say, that main event was great. It wasn't the main event. That match was great. Honestly, AJ Styles and Brock Lesnar is the main event. It is the main event to me. It should have been the main event. But that match was great. It was everything I expected it to be. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about this main event match. Okay. Survivor Series 5-on-5, Raw vs. SmackDown. We have Kurt Angle, Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, and the game! Triple H on Team Raw, taking on Shane McMahon, John Cena, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Randy Orton. Let's talk about the good things. So, the one good thing I like was at the beginning, there was, it was a good 10 minutes of them teasing dream matches. Like the first people to enter the ring, it was Shane McMahon and Braun Strowman. And I love how when they were fighting, Strowman just tosses Shane, and then he was like, nope, tagged himself out quickly. And then it was Samoa Joe and Randy Orton. And you go, ooh, that's a good match. I haven't seen that match before. I might actually like that match. And then they tag out, and then it's Shinsuke Nakamura and Finn Balor. And you go, ooh, that's a good match. They had an awesome match on NXT. I would love to see that match again. And then they did Shinsuke and Triple H, and you go, okay. And then they do Triple H and Bobby Roode, which is like, oh my God. Bobby Roode is Triple H's son. I swear to God, if Triple H has an illegitimate son, it's Bobby Roode. If he ever does, it will be Bobby Roode. And I love what they did. Triple H with the whole, suck it. And then Bobby Roode, glorious. And they just kept on doing it. Samoa Joe and John Cena. Who else did they do? They did Kurt Angle and Nakamura. Oh my God. Just these different pairings, different matches. You just see them happening. You go, oh my God, man. There's so many matches we could be doing right now. And if they were to have the right type of writing, it would be an even better match. Oh my God. The amount of dream matches we got in that main event was just cool. Okay. That literally was the only good part about this main event. The teasing of dream matches. That's it. That's all I did. It was just tease dream matches that didn't happen. So, following that, it starts getting... It starts sucking. How about that? Let's just get to it. It starts to suck. And then I get a $5 super chat right on from Travis. Okay. Travis is asking me, am I ready for Wrestle Kingdom? And what other shows am I following besides Lucha Underground and New Japan? Well, yes, I'm ready for Wrestle Kingdom 12. Can't wait for that. I will be reviewing it. So far, I just follow Lucha Underground and PWG and New Japan Pro Wrestling. I don't watch ROH. I don't watch Progress. I don't watch a lot of other promotions. But just to answer your question, show. You said the show was all right. I do agree in the sense that it wasn't horrible. But getting back to this main event, man, it's frustrating. It's really frustrating when you go step by step on the events that happened in this match. So the first person eliminated was Shinsuke Nakamura. I can pause right here and do an entire video on why this was dumb. Nakamura was the hottest talent, one of, if not the hottest talents in New Japan. In Japan, came over to WWE with all his momentum. NXT makes him the NXT champion. Super chat again. Yeah. BW Rosa says they chatted NXT and New Japan with Balor and Shinsuke. They sure as hell did. Guys, they were killing it. They were doing some great things with the young talent. But then Nakamura gets eliminated in the first, 5 minutes by Strowman? Just gone. I gotta say this. Nakamura, since he's been on the main roster, I haven't been a fan of it. I don't understand how you can take a guy that's beaten John Cena and Randy Orton. I'm gonna say this again. A guy that's beaten John Cena and Randy Orton, and within a span of what seems like 3 months, completely kill his momentum. Loses to Jinder Mahal twice. And now he's getting eliminated in 5 minutes. How does this make him feel important? I go to Velveteen Dream and Tyler Black, excuse me. That's not Aleister Black. Tyler Black is Seth Rollins. Excuse me. Wow. I just had a Kalisto moment. Aleister Black and Velveteen Dream last night at NXT. Velveteen Dream lost that match. He lost that match. But the storytelling, the way it was booked, everything that came out of that match, especially when Aleister Black said his name. He said Velveteen Dream's name, which is what he's been wanting. That is what he wanted. So even though he lost the match, he still came out looking strong. Nakamura doesn't look strong at all. He just gets taken out. And within a minute, Bobby Roode gets taken out. So the only remaining people on SmackDown are Randy Orton, John Cena, and Shane McMahon. Veterans, old folk, late 30s, 40s, and late 40s. I can't sit here and tell you how frustrating that is, man. It's very frustrating when I see these young talents who, yeah, okay, they just got there and blah, 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 blah. But you gotta understand something, man. Okay, you can't just do certain things with these guys and expect them to get over anyways. That's not how it works, WWE. And then you wonder why people don't buy tickets to your shows anymore. You wonder why people don't have interest in seeing them when there's not a John Cena or a Triple H or a Shane McMahon or a Taker or a Stone Cold Steve Austin or a Rock or a Ric Flair or any of these big legends that are already established around. Because you do stuff like this and then you don't protect them. They're just gone. And then next thing you know, who else gets eliminated? Samoa Joe gets eliminated by John Cena. And then Finn Balor gets eliminated by Randy Orton. Oh my God. The young talent, gone. Joe's gone. Balor gone. Shinsuke Nakamura's gone. And then freaking Bobby Roode's gone. The only one left is Braun Strowman. But Orton, Shane, Triple H, Kurt Angle, Triple H. I cannot tell you how pissed off I was. That was horrible. And all you've done is tell your audience that those 5 men matter a lot more than Nakamura and Bobby Roode and Joe and Finn Balor or anybody else in the card. And that's not how it should be. That's not how you should be booking your shows. That, in and of itself, is a reason why WWE is struggling to make new stars. You can't do that. And I'm actually kind of upset that the people in the match, the veterans, let that happen. You would think Triple H of all people would have been like, no. We're not going to eliminate Nakamura that soon. No, we're not doing that. Okay? He's either going to go to the end, be the sole survivor of the team, or we're going to book him a lot more better than what we're booking him now. I'm actually kind of upset that nobody stood up to whoever was booking this match. The agents of these shows, the agents of these matches, oh my God, they're terrible. I swear to God. So I was pissed off with the way they booked the young talent. I was just beyond just done. Like, okay, we're back to 2007. Those of you who haven't been around since 2007, this is what we dealt with. Randy Orton, John Cena, Triple H just crushing everybody. Yes, John Cena did get eliminated by Finn Balor. No, he got eliminated by Kurt Angle. Crap! They couldn't even let a young talent pin John Cena. Oh my God, whatever. Okay, the match ends with... Okay, so the match ends in the most confusing way. It's Strowman, Angle, and Strowman, Angle, Triple H, and then Shane is the last person on his team. He's the last person. He's the only person on the team. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, at this point, we gotta get some craziness. We do. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn do end up coming out. They do attack Shane McMahon, and then he takes them both out. Which I can't. I can't be on this subject all the time. It's really annoying. Did I get another super chat? Thank you. I got another super chat. Take my mind off of this. BW Rosa, they should have kept War Games for this match. It could have helped save this main event and kept it traditional for the main event and kept it for the women too. No, War Games was exactly where it needed to be on NXT because the match we got on NXT was so much better than what we got here. So much better. So much better. So much better. Oh my God. Okay. Gotta go back to that. Having Shane McMahon take out Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens was so bad. So bad. Now, I get that for the most part, their jobs was supposed to disorient the main event scene, was supposed to give them a hard time. In a sense, I guess they did that. You know, they served their purpose. They distracted Shane McMahon and cost him the match. I just kind of feel like, okay, where was Jason? I was also expecting Jason Jordan to come out and do something. I mean, after what happened with him and Triple H and him being kicked out, you would think, okay, Jason Jordan has to interfere in this match, right? 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 No, he didn't come out. And Kurt Angle got eliminated by Triple H pedigreeing Kurt Angle, who just pedigrees Kurt Angle, and then helped Shane McMahon pin him. And then he stands on the side of Shane McMahon and pretends to be, you know, jumping ship to SmackDown. And then Braun Strowman looks at him like, really? We're really doing this right now. Really? And then Shane and Triple H staying side by side against Strowman. And then Triple H turns and pedigrees Shane and he wins the match. Triple H in 2017 is winning main event matches in his 40s over people like Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Bobby Roode. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What was that? What was that? And people are going to say, well, at least Braun Strowman got to beat him and go over. Triple H won the match. Triple H won the match, not Braun Strowman. Now, if Braun Strowman would have won the match, totally different story. Okay, at least Strowman won the match and then he beat up Triple H too. Fine, whatever. Okay, I don't like how this match ended. I just think it was so poorly booked. Why? Why would you book it like this? And to do what? What are we setting up here? Are we setting up Kurt Angle versus freaking Triple H? Strowman versus Triple H? I don't understand what the whole deal was. That was not booked very well. And I just kind of feel like, for me, yes, Strowman got the last laugh. He laid out Triple H. But at the end of the day, like, what did it do? It didn't really do much at all. Like, who did the match put over? What talent came out looking stronger than he did going in? Nobody. Nobody. As a matter of fact, I feel like the younger talent looked weaker. I think Nakamura, Joe, Balor, and Bobby Roode looked weaker coming out of this match because they felt inferior to Cena, Orton, Triple H, Kurt Angle, Shane, and Braun. I didn't like that. I just kind of feel like, for the most part, that man, I didn't like that main event. That was definitely an underwhelming, just disappointing main event. And you would think someone like Triple H, and I think, for the most part, and this is what I will say, Triple H has full control on NXT. NXT is his show. He stays far away from the ring on NXT because that's his show. On the main roster, he's just like everybody else. He has to do what he's told to do. So I do not put Triple H winning the match on Triple H. I put that on the writers. I put that on Vince. I put that on the head writers, the head bookers of the show. Because they should have known that that was not going to go over very well. And it didn't. It was horrible. I didn't really understand what that was supposed to do. I just thought it was bad. I thought it was really bad, man. So, yeah, didn't like that main event. Definitely the worst match of the night. But other than that, overall, I came out liking a lot more stuff than I hated. And although I ranted a lot on the main event, and rightfully so, because that main event sucked. I feel like, for the most part, AJ and Brock delivered. I really do like what they did with the New Day and the Shield. That was good. I like Cesaro, Sheamus, and the Usos. The women, not so much. Miz and Corbin, main event, worst thing on the show. Kalisto botching his entrance. Super chat, another one? You guys are really coming with these super chat donations. Thank you. Who is this one? Is this Tyler? Tyler Moraine. Honestly, War Games was the best show by far. Styles and Lesnar stole the show. Absolutely. Of course they did. It's Styles and Lesnar. And of course War Games was going to be a better show. But I was kind of hoping and praying that they were going to pull out something. But they didn't. It just ended up disappointing a lot, as always. I don't know. I just kind of feel like overall, despite the bad things, there was a lot more good than bad. So I'll say it was a decent show. I'm not going to go back and watch it. I saw it. I'm happy I saw it. Don't need to see it again. If I do go back and watch something, it will be AJ and Lesnar. That is it. That is all I will watch. I will not go back and watch anything else on this show. Seriously, I'm good. I don't need to rewatch Shield and New Day. I enjoyed it while I was there. I don't need to rewatch Usos versus The Bar. I enjoyed it while I was there. Everything else, seriously, you do not need to watch. And AJ and be done. That's it. Just Lesnar and AJ. Whew. So, C+ for me. Let's go to the live chat. Let me go see what these guys are talking about. Guys, give me your grades about the show. Give me your favorite match of the night. Let me read some comments here. So, grades. Here we go. Let's see. The Fan Fun gave it an A. He really liked the show. James Wolf gave it a B. Ultra Shadow gave it a C+. Let's see. GH Magma gave it a B-. Oh, super chat from Mr. Krabs. Oh, yeah, Mr. Krabs. $2. Thank you so much for that. Israel C+. JSA Productions B. Tyler Marine C+. Let's see. James HD. Oh, he really didn't like the show. Jake. Oh, whoa. This is going really fast. Hold on. Whoa, cowboy. Jake Schlag? I don't know how to pronounce your last name, buddy. I'll just call you Jake. Gave it a C. Tutran, B+. Brett Woodward, B-. BW Russa, A-. He really liked the show. Donnie Thomas, C. Got a lot of fans. This is going way too fast. Okay, pause. There we go. Travis Dalton, C. Mark Fanboy, B-. C. Lots of C's. Ace of Spades, 4312, C. Ace the Skylord, 5 out of 10, which is an F in my book. I guess that would be a D if you look at it from that perspective. Okay, B+. Blake Wooler. Oh, is that Woolery? Yeah, Woolery. I didn't see that. I didn't see the Y. So Blake Woolery. Yeah, Jake said that's not even close, man. Well, screw it. I just botched your freaking last name. Will I be reviewing Raw tomorrow? Depends on how good the show is. I don't really know. Yes, it's gonna be in Houston. We'll have to see. Favorite match, guys. What was your favorite match? There we go. AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar. That's Ultra Shadows. Billy Parker. Velveteen Dream steals the weekend. I agree with that. I completely agree. Velveteen Dream was the highlight of the entire weekend. Have no fear. Jake Paul is here. Says, I got pissed when all 4 young guys were out, just like everybody else did. Jake Paul. James H. Why didn't the casual viewer do a review? Because the casual viewer has a family, and he has to work, and he was tired, and he also had to watch 3 Houses because people were away, so he couldn't come. Let's see here. The Beep Junior says his favorite match was the Shield versus the New Day. All right. Couple more comments. I love reading your stuff, guys. I'm just glad to have you guys here. A lot of people really liked the New Day versus the Shield match. Brandon Story says Usos versus The Bar was his second favorite match of the night. Okay, one more. Chris Sims says the ending wasn't bad on N. He meant to say N. The ending wasn't bad in my opinion. People are pissed about Triple H winning the match and hogging the spotlight, ignoring the fact that Braun Strowman shined at the end. How did he shine necessary? Yeah, he beat up Triple H, great, but Triple H won the match. Strowman didn't win the match. Triple H did. So yeah, he got to beat up Triple H, but okay, whatever. That's how you if you feel that way, I don't. How you feel about bragging rights format for Survivor Series? Personally, it's whatever. It really is whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about whether it's good or not. It could work. Did it work this time around? It didn't really have a purpose, so I'm just kind of sitting here going, why even do this except to just do it? But guys, tell you what, that's gonna be my um review for the night. Thank you guys for watching. Loved interacting with you guys. This has gone on an hour long. Let me go ahead and cut this off here. Guys, you are awesome. Hope you enjoyed my review. This is your boy, the Alyx Man, signing off. As always, like the video, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Check out everything down below in the description box. This has been a pretty solid weekend of wrestling. NXT TakeOver was awesome. Survivor Series was decent. Let's see how Raw and Smackdown turn out. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for more reviews right here in Alyx Man's World. You guys take it easy. Peace out.